Okay, cool. So the first one here, proving triangles similar. Okay, so here's what I do. Look at the triangles, right? You see that you have 80 and 63 and 80 and 37. The sides kind of irrelevant because if I know two of the angles, then I can find that missing angle. I know this is going to be 37 to add to 180. And that's 80 and 37. I know this is going to be 63 to add to 180. So they're going to be similar, right? The toy is going to be true. So how do you know? That's because the angles are the same. So they are similar. And because not the sides are proportionate, not the sides are congruent, nothing about the size, it's just the angles. That's all it is. Angle, angle. That's all you're saying. Submit the answer, and there you go. And if you ever get stuck, they do explain it. I think I set it up in a way, I have to double check. I think I may have said where there's no penalty, so I think you can, get it wrong, it'll give you the answer. I have to double. Did any of you guys get stuck and they did tell you, okay, cool. Okay, I just want to make sure. How long does it take, by the way? Like Lucas, you said it finished. How long did it take you? Okay. No, all right. Half hour, hour.
15 minutes.
Okay, that's a little long. Okay, I just so you know, I had it twice as long, and Mr. Davidson told me I was crazy. I'm glad he told me that because, yeah, so got Mr. Davidson, thank for making it shorter. Okay, so I can make it a little shorter next time. Got it. Okay, good to know. No, because I'm still exploring delta math. So, okay, for next topic, solving for a side. Okay, so you want to find a missing side, right? So these are similar because you're told that, right? Because, well, you're not told that, but they are similar because all the angles line up, right? So you want to make sure the sides line up too. So 11, notice 11 is opposite 74. So that's going to line up with X. So I'll do 11 over X. And I'll switch colors for a bit of contrast. 10 lines up with 57, right? When I say lines up, it means it's across from it.
What section?
The second one now. Correct, the second one, right? So 10 will line up with 22. And you actually can even cross cancel this way, like just simplify it, that's 5/11ths. 121 equals 5x. X will be 24.2, I think. Yeah, there you go. And you just type it in, it'll accept the answer, 24.2.
Did you do that in your head or did you have the?
I did in my head. Wait, it's not hard. Okay, what's 120 divided by 5?
120 divided by 5.
Okay, what's 100 divided by 5?
20.
Okay, great. What's 20 divided by 5?
4.
Great. What's 1/5? That's a decimal.
Oh, 0.5 or no,
0.2.
0.2.
So 24 and 0.2. Add them up. That's what I did. Now you know. But use a calculator. So just in case you're curious, that's how I did it. Okay, for the third category. So this one looks a little funky. We talked about this last class. How would you solve for X? Well, you have this triangle right here, which let's get a highlighter actually. If I highlight this in blue. Okay, then I got this triangle. So 15 to 27, because I'm comparing this side to that side, will be X over 22.5. Okay, I'm not going to do that in my head. So I definitely would need a Concave calculator. Thanks, appreciate it. Please, thank you. All right, so 22.5 times 15 divided by 27. You should get 12.5 if you work that out. But notice how I set that up. So if you guys were stuck, that's what you could do. I'm recording all this, by the way, so you have access to this. 12.5. And that's a great test question, by the way. I like this question a lot. I would definitely ask this on a test. Next up, the fourth category. Okay, you're asked to find the length of EG. Great. You got to label the sides, and they do make it a little tricky. They say, oh, FG is one more than EG. So if EG, I don't know what it is, I'll call it X. Then FG is x plus 1, by the way. Okay, we know this now. ED, of course, is 6. So this whole thing here is 6. And CD, this whole thing here is 8. So you compare it correctly. X, 6, right? EG to ED, x over 6 equals x plus 1 over 8. Do you guys see how I set that up? Because again, you're comparing this side to 6, x plus 1 to 8, cross multiply it. So it becomes algebraic at this point. 2x equals 6, x equals 3. And then they want EG, yeah, so it's x, right? So there you go. So we should get 3. So if that was a little tricky, that's okay. You guys are still, doing this. And you guys have access all the time. So I would totally use this to prepare for our test. The test on this unit is not until October 30th. This is a great way to practice. I'll try and make more of these. I just often in Algebra 2 for the Algebra 2 topics, and that was very helpful for those students. So given that that's similar, enter the segments. Okay, so IJ, compare it correctly. IJ is right here. JK is over here. So what's going to be similar to, so IJ is just like FG, right? And of course, JK, the last two letters, just like GH. That's how you write it. You line it up like that. So IJ, it's a little easier for me because I'm scribing on a screen. Obviously, you don't have that. If I had a piece of paper, I'm sure you guys would be fine. So maybe if you want to redraw it, you could do that. But that should get you the answer. Ah, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Hold on. Let's look at this again. Okay, now I'm like disappointing myself. IJJK, what the heck did I do? IJ, lines of FG, JK. Oh, you know what? Ah, that's my fault. Okay, so you know what? User error. FG over. Okay, I got it. I don't need to do it again. Okay. Thank you guys. Okay, that's super easy. 2x equals 100. X is 50. That's just making sure you guys get the practice with proportions. Easy peasy. There we go. Next up. Here you're trying to find what? RS, great. So you line it up. NOP is similar to QRS. So we'll call that X. So you could say, 55 over 21, except like that, equals 41 over X. You could do that. By the way, you could also say 55 over 41 equals 20 over X. That's also fine too. Either way will yield the same answer. It won't matter. I'll have to use a calculator for that. So I got to do 41 times 21 divided by 55. A little nasty. I'll say 15 point. Comes out to 15.7. So I'll go with that. Sweet. Next up, same thing again. Trying to find MN. Oh, look at that. That's not kind of nice. So that's what right here. So you're going to say 11. And let's make sure you line it up. JKL. So JKL. MNO. So JK lines up with MN. And hi, good morning. 11 over 5. And JK I know is 20. So I'll place out 20. And then you just work it out. So 100 equals 11 MN. 100 divided by 11, 9.1. Nearest 10th, make sure we follow those directions, 9.1. Submit. Cool. Lastly, these two here. Okay, scale factor is 3/4. So find a measure of E prime, B prime. So just multiply by 3/4, that's all. 24 times 3/4. Just being exposed to what that means, that's 18. You work it out, so you get 18. Sweet. And last one, that's area. So they're asking for what? Oh, there's a lot going on here. Okay. So the given guy, the given figure, what's this side going to be right here, guys? Yeah, and the other one's 50. So So the perimeter should be pretty easy. Just add it up. Should get 212. I'm not gonna do it in my head. 56 times 50, that's gonna be 2800. Now, if you dilate it, the perimeter goes up by the same amount, so 1/4. So if 212 divided by 4 should be 53. However, the area you gotta divide by 16. Because remember, every dimension goes down by 1/4, and you're doing 2 dimensions, so squaring it. So you gotta square 1/4. That's 1/4 squared. That's why you gotta, we'll talk more about that in the second semester. But if I divide 2800 by 16, that's going to be 175. And so you should get that. Yep, there you go. Oh, go. Sure, yeah, go for it. And Connor, thank you for your calculator. Appreciate it. Okay, so that covers. So if you didn't get it done, that's okay. Keep working on it. I'm not gonna look at it till like after Thursday. So, but do work through it. It's good practice. Okay, so you guys got your note packets, the thick one. William, you have yours? You forgot yours, dude?
I left mine too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah, because I talked to mom about it yesterday.
No, she's like,
It's all good. I got extras. Don't worry about it.
I left mine too.
But I'm not giving you a whole patch. I'm just gonna give you what's with. I'll just tear off parts. So that's fine. Don't worry about it. But Lucas got yours, right?
Yeah,
Good.
pretty sure.
Good. All right. All right. Let's get the notes out. We're gonna cover the last 2 pages of the notes. So we're gonna go to the end of the notes. And then after that, you guys can work on homework. Or if you want to work on the review packet for the retake, that's great too. Or if you really have something that's very pressing today, like your C or D period class, I got a paper I got to turn in, I got a test coming up for another class, that's fine too. I'm not gonna be bent out of shape if you do that. After I do the notes. Yeah, notes should take about like 10-15 minutes. No, actually near the end. I'll show you where I want you guys to be.
3, 2, 5.
No, right at the final part of the packet. It's gonna look like this. It's gonna say similarity in right triangles in the geometric mean.
wait, you guys did,
Oh yeah, you were out. We did 3, 2, 3. That's what we did.
All right,
Right. So
you know, I just got hung up and I got it.
okay, I can go with you briefly after I finish the note.
Okay.
So you don't have to watch the video if you wanted.
Okay,
And then, but then you can have this kind of chat.
Okay.
But I don't want you just copying one that goes up to.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me get you guys notes.
Is this it?
Yes.
325.
All right.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Jameson did. I'm following his lead. And it kind of ties close to what we've been doing already. Here we go.
Thank you.
Great, no problem. Okay, let's get going here. All right. So similarity in right triangles and the geometric mean, which is kind of a new topic. For the sophomores who did do the PST this morning, they sometimes do ask this on the SAT for the freshmen. You'll worry about that next year, the year after, whenever you do SAT exams. So geometric mean, well, first of all, before we talk about geometric mean, what does an arithmetic mean? If I ask you guys that question,
For what?
the arithmetic mean, how would you?
It's like the steps you do.
So for example, what if I gave you, it's actually, there's a rumor that Steph Curry is going to be sending his kids here. So let's talk about Steph Curry. Okay. Stephen Curry, right? Hopefully, I guess teaches kids. Okay. Let's say the first 4 games of the season. Okay. Let's say Steph Curry scores 35 points, 40 points, 42 points, 30 points. That's a pretty good way to start the season, right? How would I calculate his scoring average for his first 4 games? What would I do? Go ahead.
You would, add all those
Yep.
numbers up and then divide it by 4.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, so guys, quiet please. Thank you. So to find arithmetic mean, you add up the numbers and you divide by a number of numbers. Like for example, I calculate the average for this class. Schoology does it for me, but what is Schoology doing? It's taking all the scores from my 29 students, right? It's adding up all the scores divided by 29. That's all it does. So this would be 75 plus 72, that'd be 147 over 4, which I think
Isn't that finding the?
it's near the end. What is that going to be? I need your calculator again. I wish I could use my head.
Not finding the averages?
Yeah, it's average. Yeah, it's average. Yes,
Wait, this isn't, I don't have this on my paper.
it's near the end, guys. It's near the end of the packet. Sorry, it's the final 2 pages of the packet. Do you guys see it now? Sorry about that. I should have been clear. It's final 2 pages.
We're jumping ahead and then are we going?
Yeah, correct. Right. It's actually not ahead. It's just out of place. That's really what's going on. So that's arithmetic mean. Just so you know, that is arithmetic mean. That makes sense. How average is found, right? But now we're talking about the geometric mean. It's a little different. The geometric mean is going to involve multiplication instead. If you do a geometric mean, it's when you cross multiply. And you square root. That is a geometric mean. So it involves multiplication instead of addition, just so you know. And you square root afterwards. I know it's kind of weird. How's it tie arithmetic mean? It doesn't quite tie close to it. But I just want to make sure you didn't confuse it with arithmetic mean. Because arithmetic mean is a more basic calculation, like find someone's scoring average for a basketball game or any game you're playing, like any sport. You could do, like golf, like what's your average score? Volleyball, what's the average, win differential? There's all these different ways you could use averages. But geometric means different. It's where you multiply 2 numbers together and you square root them. So in this case, if ax over x over b, sorry, ax equals x over b, if you solve for x, well, I just did it. I cross multiplied and I square rooted. So I'm just rewriting what I just wrote. That's all. So we can use this for similar triangles. This can be done. I will warn you, this is probably the hardest similar triangles problem we'll do in this unit. This is probably, I would say probably the hardest thing we do this semester. This problem right here. This is a hard problem. And I'll explain why. Because the visualization is not easy. But I'm going to help you guys out. Give you guys a strategy. Okay, I'm going to be totally hypothetical here. I don't know for sure. I'm going to be totally hypothetical. So let's assume, actually, let me type this up. It's going to be better if I type it up. Let's assume some angle measurements. Let's call this angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. Okay, so this is a part that's going to be not super easy. Let's assume angle BAD. What seems like a reasonable value for angle BAD?
45.
Go a little higher. 50. Okay. Okay. So then what would angle ABD equal then?
Is it not 90 degrees?
Angle ABD,
40.
40 degrees. Do you see why ABD has to be 40? Because if that's 50, right, that's 50, and that's 90, you have no choice but to make that 40. Has to. You have no choice. I made it up. I made it up. So I made it up.
Nice.
That's what I said assume. So this is made up. This is in response to angle BAD. The rest will all be in response after that. Okay, so if that's true, so that's 50. And that's 40. Ah, 40. Okay, cool. Well, okay. How about angle DCB? No. DCB? I know it's a little tricky when you kind of.
Point,
It's 40. Why is it 40?
because, it's, the- the other one-
Yeah, if you think about the big triangle, right? If you think about the big triangle. So look at the big triangle. BAC, right? If that's 50 and that's 90, how much stuff is that? 90, 50, 40 again. And then lastly, what's DVC gonna be? If that's 40, what's DVC?
Also.
350, yes. It's not 90 because, are you saying 90? Or, actually, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So you got cool. So angle DBC, we go 50.
Is it gonna be angle similarity because whatever the angle is?
Correct.
that's-
Correct. In response to angle DCB. Okay. So we got all that down. So that's gonna be 40. And that's gonna be 50. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna make 3 triangles. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna draw it like this. And I'll pause when I'm done drawing. Explain what I'm doing.
Wait, why aren't you? Wait, why is this any triangle?
Just give me, I'll explain. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I'll explain what's going on. See, that's going to be, hold on, just be consistent here with the colors. That's A, B, C. And that's going to be and lastly, whew, okay. Now let's see what's going on. All right. Fifth was your question.
Why is the middle triangle?
Yes, this right here.
Yeah, why is it DBC? Shouldn't it be DCB?
No, because what I'm doing is angle D is my right angle.
Yeah.
I'm going DBC. So I took the right triangle.
Oh, because you want the longer side to be, okay.
Correct, right. Okay, so here's what I did. I broke apart that diagram into 3 triangles. The little triangle off to the left, called ADB, right here. The middle triangle, BDC, put over here, and the overall triangle, ABC, put over here. And I reoriented them so I can correspond them correctly. Angle D is a right angle here. Angle D is right angle here. Angle B is right angle here. That's 40, 50, 40, 50, 40, 50. Therefore, I grab the sides. X, H, A, H, Y, B, A, B, X plus Y. So small, middle, big, small, middle, big, small, middle, big. Okay. By doing that, I can properly compare the sides. It's a pain in the ass to do it this way. I totally with you guys. Like what's going on here, Mr. There's gonna be an easy way to call the geometric mean, but I can't just tell you, here's geometric mean, just do it, just trust it. I have to build that trust with you guys by showing you what's happening. So here's what's happening. I came with hypothetical angle for angle BAD, did all the other angles in response to that, broke apart the triangles, and now I can compare these sides properly. So these 2 triangles are similar to one another by which condition, as you said, Connor, AA similarity. If triangles are similar, then what do you know about their characteristics? They're all right triangles. And sides are proportional. Go ahead.
Why?
Because you have 2 little ones that make it the big one.
Oh,
That's what's going on.
Oh.
Angle B. Angle ABC. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Maybe that's a credit. I don't know.
triangle come from, like, would you cut
The,
that
the,
one?
the big one, ABC, the overall. I know it's a total visualization thing. I know that's why it's tricky. By the way, for those who did, so Connor, you did PST today, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so module 2 math was pretty tough.
I did not know what was going on.
Okay, that's a module 2 question. That's like a tough math question to see something like this. So 8 doesn't. I don't know yet. Maybe not. Maybe not.
First way.
But I wouldn't feel if I don't teach this to you guys, like I feel terrible like 2 years from now when you're juniors and you're doing the SAT. And like I didn't do this in geometry, so you didn't teach it. Like, of course, I don't expect you guys to fully remember this because that's gonna be 2 years from now. But at least I feel at peace that I've done this. So anyhow, let's keep moving. I know. Okay. So if you look at that part, it says therefore the following portion involving the height h is true. So now what I could do, I'm gonna delete some things here because I don't need all this. I'm gonna move the triangles I created up above. Okay. I could get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Okay, I'm gonna move this up so we have access to this still. All right, here we go.
We were supposed to draw that under that one too.
You can. Okay, here we go. So, guys, quiet, please. Thank you. So here's what's going to happen. H over X, guys, quiet, equals Y over H. Or H squared equals XY, or H.
Yeah.
Next to the triangle.
Next, any required space. Any required space, sorry, I apologize. Any required space. Okay, I know. I didn't do that one. I'll obviously do better with my E period, because I always do better with my set.
Wow. Wow.
So you cast your brother tag. He'll have the mini period. So anyhow, so think about it, okay. So here's where we're next to, right? I don't want to grab this line. No, this is weird. No, his teacher did. I was like really scared. I was like, yeah.
Show my phone.
Okay, you guys, what's happening here? H over X, right? H over X, Y over H. See how those line up? That's why I can make this connection. It's not clear. Look at this. Okay, look, let me clear the screen for a moment. I'll clear it right now. If I clear it right now, that is, and I'll bring it back. Okay. Just by looking at it, that is not clear. H over X equals H over Y. That's not terribly clear. But if you think about it, H is the middle leg, X is a small leg for that triangle. For the other triangle, Y is the middle leg or the big leg. H is a little leg or a small leg, right? But it helps if you break apart triangles and reorient them to actually see what's happening. Okay, so if I use a laser pointer instead of a ruler, go a little more high tech, H over X equals Y over H. If you cross multiply and square root, that right there is called the geometric mean. And that's what we're doing to solve for the height of this triangle.
Wait, it's just that entire equation, or is it just
Correct.
part of it? How-
Correct.
Wait, so this is the equation, so this is the equation you're just trying to help us explain, like.
Correct. Why that's true.
why-
I didn't want to just tell you
Yeah.
H equals the square of X times Y. I wanted to show you why it was true. That's what I'm trying to do.
Got it.
Right. Okay. So now we'll do some problems with this. Once we do the problems with this, it's actually pretty easy. Afterwards, it's just explaining it's a little tricky. Okay, give my voice breaks. I've been talking nonstop for about 3 hours. Connor, can you read what's this conclusions?
Conclusion, remember, this only works with right triangles and right triangles within right triangles. If the altitude is drawn to the hypotenuse of a right triangle, then the two triangles formed are similar to the original triangle and to each other. When the altitude is drawn to the hypotenuse of the right triangle, the length of the altitude is the geometric mean between segments of the hypotenuse. Remember, the geometric mean is not your only tool to find the side of the right triangle. You also have what tool?
Well, basically proportions, which I just showed you guys. And Connor was really great reading. I could tell you must be in drama, huh? I could tell. Okay. So that's what we're doing, proportions. Okay. That's why I proved to you guys. Remember, we did H over X equal Y over H. And then I worked it out afterwards, right? Which led to H squared equals XY, which led to this. So the height of the triangle, if it's drawn to the hypotenuse in the big right triangle, it's going to be the product, the square of the product of X and Y. So let's put this in practice now.
By the end of the year, is this going to be something we're tested on?
I don't know yet. I got to talk with Mr. Davidson.
It's like a crazy thing to push remember.
So here's the thing. Mr. Davis has taught this class for now 4 years in a row. He knows if this is a problem that's too hard for this. That's what I don't know. You guys asked me. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'm guessing this is a pretty tough concept. I know from an SAT perspective, like when I talk to students at work who are juniors and seniors, they're like, yeah, they don't remember this. So anyhow, so here's what you're going to say. D equals the square of this. D equals the square of 4 times 9.
D over 4 equals 9 over D.
Correct. That's because D over 4 equals 9 over D. Or D squared equals 36. So what's the square of 4 times 9? 6. That's it. There we go. So D is 6. Once you know what D is, guess what? The other sides are pretty easy too. Correct. So that's going to be root 36 plus 81. Which will be root 117. Which I don't want to actually. We could simplify it. That's going to be what? 117 divided by 9. 3 root 13. I'll explain how I got that in a moment. And this is going to be root 16 plus 36. which is root 52. Which is 2 root 13. Think that's correct? Yeah. Or yeah, that works out correctly. Yeah. Now this is a problem I could ask, not ask. So I think I could ask this. So now you know the concept. D is the square root of 4 times 9. Once I go with D is that can get F, and E, that's building what you guys did in the last unit. How do I get root 117? That is 36 plus 9 plus 81. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, what Colette said. That's root 117. 9's a factor of this, by the way. Root 9 is 3 pulled out.
So for E, can you write, 3 with a D?
Yep. If I don't ask for a radical, you can give a decimal if you want, but if I have left for a radical. This one's 16 plus 36. That's root 52. Pull the 4 out, you get 2 root 13. So you kind of go in the same fashion for the other problems here. We do these other problems in much the same way. For example, this one's a little more tricky. I don't know what this title calls X, by the way. So if I get too carried away, what would I set for number 2?
Wait.
No. Let's do the geometric mean. So 12 equals what, guys? 12 equals the square of what? Let's make it easier. What are you gonna put in the radical? No. So 12 is the altitude. This has beside that 6 equal 4 times 9, right? 6 equals square root of 4 times 9, right? Or D equals square root of 4 times 9. 12 equals square root of what times what? What am I multiplying here? 12. Well, how long's the side?
4.
How long's the side? I'm calling it X. So the way you're gonna set this up, the height, which is 12, equals 16 times X. So 12 equals 4 root X. 3 equals root X. X will be 9. So this has to be 9 for us to work. If that's true, then K is going to be 25. So again, I'm doing the geometric mean. I'm letting 12 equal the square of that product. And if I do Pythagorean theorem for M, I'll tell you right now, I know the answer is 20. That's because it follows a 3, 4, 5 ratio, but you could always do 12 squared plus 16 squared equals M squared. What?
Oh. And there, like, when it's like 4 squared plus, 6 squared, can you just square them like differently, like 4 and 6?
No, you're just in order of operations. Because there's a plus in the middle. You can't do that. You have, because inside the radical thing like parentheses, you got to take care of that first. You got to add the 4 squared to 16, the 4 squared to 6 squared first. You got, yeah, I know what you're saying. You're saying this the square of 16 plus 36. Oh, you need tissues, Zoe? I don't, but you go to the bathroom if you need to. Hold on a sec. You're saying this? Are you saying this right here?
Yeah.
You can't do that because that disbit order of operations. Like think about what this way. If we have root 4 times 9, sorry, root 4 plus 9, you can't square them individually. Now, if it's multiplication, you can, not addition. Now, how do I get 20 or 25? Yeah. So when I did this process here, when I did was X originally, 12 equal to the square of 16 times X. So I did it over here. And then when I worked it out, that became 4 root X. equals 12, I'm gonna solve for x. And 16 plus 9 is 25.
Okay, so I put you in the.
That's like a 25.
Hold on.
144. What's 12 squared? 144. So that's the geometric mean, that's what it's satisfying.
This one. This one.
16 times 9. So what I did was, instead of 12 equals 16 times x. Of x.
16 equals
Look at it over here. E equals 4 times 9. It's the same exact thing, just that how to solve this side now. Remember, the height is a product of two legs. Oh, 'cause then after I got this side, K's is full thing. This is already 16. It's adding 9 to 16. Once I solve for this side, 9 plus 16 is 25. Exactly, correct.
And then it'd be 16.
Let's try one more. It does take a while for it to click. We got a couple more here, or a few more we can try, then we're done. All right. Okay. Here's what here's what you guys gotta focus on. I know why you guys are a little stuck. It's a brand new thing. Let's focus on this. I circle 3 things here. I circle 12. Okay, is 12 the height for the big triangle? It is. 12 is the height for the big triangle because it's perpendicular to hypotenuse. 5 and G, is 5 and G the hypotenuse broken up? It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 equals the square root of what? Perfect. Okay, that is what I care about. Okay, you can see that. Okay, you can see that, they're okay. This is going to equal the square root of those two multiplied together. So that's what we just did about 20 minutes ago. When I broke apart the triangles, because it's similar triangles, that's why. It comes from this. Actually, no, Colette, you're asking a great question. Didn't mean to trivialize it. So 12 over 5 equals G over 12. Because long leg to little leg, long leg to little leg, because they're similar triangles. If I cross multiply, I get that. And if I square roots, I get that.
Okay, but can I go like the wrong way? Cause like I.
Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do.
You don't want decimals, right?
I don't care.
28.
So what? Yeah. What do I do? How do I solve for G? What do I do? How do I get rid of that radical? What should I do to both sides? Correct. That's opposite square rooting. So 144 equals 5G. Correct. It's the same thing. It's the same, if you want to set it up that way. And that's going to be what? 28.8? No, I got it. Thanks. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
I got 28.8.
Yeah. Okay, then how do I get the other sides? At this point, you just use Pythagorean theorem. I know J is 13. Because that follows a Pythagorean triple. 5, 12, 13 is a common set of sides for right triangles. 25 and 144 equals 169, if that makes sense. To solve for each here, you're gonna have to use a Pythagorean theorem again.
Wait.
And that one I'm not gonna do my
Wait,
head,
I
that's
was
kind of
gonna say-
crazy. But you do Pythagorean theorem again for that one. What's that one with that?
So then now that you know 14.
So how would I solve for H here? What would I do, guys? 12 squared, you got Pythagorean, right?
Wait, 12 squared. Oh,
Because I'm focused on this now.
oh, okay.
That's why. Connor, need a calculator.
It's 31.2.
I trust you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna trust Connor here. Okay, 31.2. And that's just Pythagorean theorem, so. Okay, I'm gonna set up the next page for you guys, and I'll walk and help you guys out. And then we'll be done with these notes. Okay. Let me zoom out a tad. Okay, so let's call it this, guys. Guys, quiet, please. Thank you. Let's call this A. So A will equal root 3 times 9. Z will equal root 2 times X. And for number 6, 12 So every single time, what am I doing? I'm deliberately setting the height of the overall right triangle, the product of these two. So A equals root 3 times 9. Z equals root 2 times X. 12 is hiding, Z equals root X times X plus 7. Every single time, that's what I'm doing. It's a little dicey with some of these problems because number 5's got 2 variables. Number 6 have a quadratic. Gets a little dicey after a while, but that's what we go through the process.
What would happen if it was like, if you distributed the x and it was like x squared?
Well, 7x.
Yeah,
That's fine.
like how would the x squared under square root? Would you-
Well,
you
because of the plus, you can't cancel it. You have to square both sides still. Guys, you always square both sides, get rid of the radical. Always square both sides. Correct. Well, not quite, but what you're telling me is if I have this, right? Guys, please don't make this mistake. You really wanna, not making things get on my nerves, this can. I'm usually pretty forgiving, but, don't make this. Yes, okay, in algebra 2, don't make this mistake. Make this mistake in algebra 2, I'll be really upset. Some people say this. Why is that bad?
I don't know. Never mind.
What am I disobeying? What
Oh,
main rule we talked about PEMDAS? Order of operations, yeah.
exponent.
You cannot, and a radical is an exponent. I know you guys haven't taught that, it is an exponent. Because you're telling me that if I had something like this here, right? Can I break it apart like this? And make it 2 plus 3? Is root 4 plus 9? No,
No,
because that's root 13. That would have been root 25 is 2 plus 3. You can't do that. Please don't do that. That's not a thing, it doesn't exist. It never has. in the History of math. Do nothing about it, just leave it alone. No, here's what you do, you square both sides, correct. X squared plus 7x. Then you move the 144 to that side.
and you do.
Yes, thank you. Yes. And that's why I'm glad I'm teaching this class, and I've taught them 2 before, because I need to make sure you guys can factor. Because factor is a big deal as we want to do. Yeah, do you know what, how does the factor do? One thing is that for stat. Want to have an idea? What 2 numbers multiply? It's a little tricky, it adds to 7.
There's more. Go down.
So x equals -16. But here's the thing, can we have a negative side line?
No.
This has to be 9. Sorry, this is 9. My bad.
6 and then close parentheses.
Oh, that's just number 6 down below.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Sorry, that was number 6. I was not doing, sorry. I was doing number 6, not number 4.
Yeah.
My apologies. I was doing number 6 for you guys. Good man, guys about it. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, I think I bored you guys enough for today. We'll stop.
What's going on?
There's a lot of stuff going on here.
I have a question.
Joe Monkey, this is the easiest math ever.
Okay. We'll talk more about this next week. But for those who want to do the retake, I did prepare the packets. And also I prepared the next homework as well. So where's the oh, there you go. Even if you're not eligible for the retake, it's good to have this packet. So I'm just gonna hand this out to everybody. Even if you're not eligible. Just gonna have extra practice. It was, I agree. Nope. And then the homework that's due Monday, let me go pick up from the copy room.
Yeah, Julia doesn't mention that on the unit that they want to wait, then seconds rates, and what mentions. Yeah. Chances are.
Oh, you want to be professional.
Yes.
This one wants to, we put on the class I did. Extracurricular for college math.
You can talk about it on your first student. And you can ask me to write your letter, right? But you have to make sure you show up, so I can.
Okay, I do, I would.
Wait, I have a question about this.
This is our homework. Yeah. This is our homework doesn't do whatever that is you want next to me.
No, on Monday.
Monday.
Yes, you got 5 days. That's a lot, babe.
5 minutes of my.
That's the actual homework. Did I already give you guys the? Oh.
It's a strong one. I mean. I was talking about this. I mean, yeah. Can you imagine going to college and we can like a 9 to 5 office job and in a trailer for the just space and no,
My entire life.
I get shocked up. It's just nice.
That feels already been.
Like on the opposite side of the. Yeah. Takes lunch. Yes. More important than something plan. Your arms when you stop. You see how it's inside this. Well, actually, I don't know. You don't know if you have to get your right to do this. Can you just calm down, please? You know, that's it.
So offended, so. Calm down.
Oh, thank you.
What is that? It's not like it's. You're supposed to turn the video. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't finish. And I don't even I go to sleep right after like doing that. Can you stop? Wonderful. I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I didn't like it.
I have my moments. Here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bro, I said, wait, what? And she said, oh, you keep it. I'm part of the practice.
Oh, so.
I really think you should be a singer. What? I think you'd be right up there with Bad Bunny. Well, so it's and yes,
but she thought I
and
meant laid over.
who else is famous? Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Who's famous right now? I don't listen to music that kids these days listen to. I mean,
Yeah,
Shakira couldn't hold the candle to you. I don't know who else is Bad Bunny's a good singer these days. Does Bad Bunny sing? He raps. That's like
Spotify. Yeah. On SoundCloud, on SoundCloud. And users.
He thinks I will.
It's popping off. Popping off. Oh, so. You heard that song. Oh.
I'm going to
Okay,
sing.
bye.
Bye, have fun. I love you.
Oh, I should stop this.